Man, welcome back to another episode of the Play for Keys podcast. Is this not episode 95?
Actually, I think it is.
95.
Yeah,
one away from 96. You see how that go? See how things start coming full circle for niggas? Shit crazy. Welcome to the Play for Keys podcast, the only podcast where we do something different every single day. Not an episode, not a week. It's a daily thing over here. We change our lives. All right. I saw Sinners. Great movie. Phenomenal movie. Hey, keep the analysis for the niggas that really analyze. Keep the, everybody don't need a voice. I'm gonna let y'all know that right now. I'm not saying everybody don't need freedom of speech. I'm saying everybody don't need to have a voice and a platform to do the things that they're doing. It's getting crazy out here.
I'm saying everybody doesn't need freedom. Everybody doesn't need freedom of speech. Some of y'all need to stop talking about this movie. Like, y'all are looking at, like, it's absolutely amazing movie. But some of y'all are looking a little too deep, reaching a little bit too far, and completely missing the point of a whole lot of the stuff that's going on in the movie. And it's just like, not everything has to be a think piece. You can just, eat your popcorn and enjoy it.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. After watching that movie, some of y'all niggas don't need freedom. Some of y'all niggas in real life don't need freedom. Not gonna hold you. Some of y'all niggas would have got shot on my watch. If I was smoked, there was some niggas I would have shot. Love me some Perline. I ass would have got shot. Eat the fucking garlic, nigga. Why you?
Some people might not have seen the movie, so don't say too much, but I'm not gonna hold you. I was like, if she don't eat that garlic, bro.
Hey, no cap. Just cause I'm trigger happy, Lindo might have got a bullet to the foot just by accident. Cause the nigga just was doing cause when that nigga was coughing and shit, I'm like, hey, stop scaring me, nigga. Stop scaring me. I fuck with you. I'm gonna just check the temp with you. I'm gonna check the temperature. I'm gonna shoot a toe just to make sure, nigga. A little something. Hey, man, a lot of niggas wouldn't have made it on my watch. We have 996 subscribers right now, 4 away from 1,000. Get your auntie, make another account, and subscribe to the pod. You know what I mean? It don't cost nothing to show a nigga some love, man. So show some love, my nigga. Before we dive into the nitty gritty, we've yapped enough. Let's go ahead and pay these bills real quick.
Donations.
Contribute to a good cause.
I can't eat. I'm broke, nigga. I'm broke. And you got the power to change that.
I can't eat. I just got done eating. But at the same time, you do have the power to change whatever the fuck we got going on. Link is in the bio. There may be not a lot of things to talk about, but the things we are going to talk about, we have a lot to say. And we're going to try to do it in an hour. We're going to try our best to get this done in an hour. You know what I mean? Efficient pod. You feel me? For the people that already be donating, already contribute to a good cause. The real reason why we be able to eat. Shout out to y'all.
I hear it since that check came in. I love it when you talk to me. My cats will see. I love it when you talk to me. My cats will see. Since that check.
Let's not beat around the bush. NFL draft, nigga. NFL draft. Specifically, Mr. Watchman himself, SHEDEUR Sanders, finally gets drafted after he waited just like Jesus 3 days. On that third day, a man finally got drafted to the Cleveland Browns. We'll talk a little bit more about the NFL draft in totality, but we must first kick it off with SHEDEUR Sanders Jackson. React. How did you feel?
Round 5, pick 144. What the hell is going? I'm gonna be like Campbell. I knew he was consensus number 1 overall quarterback. Watching him play, Like, no disrespect to Shedeur at all, but like watching him play, Cam Ward looked better than Shedeur. Period. Point blank. Yeah. So obviously he went number one. But then you get to a Jackson Dart, who never at any point in his college career looked anywhere near as confident as Shedeur. He's athletic and all that. He got an arm, but he ain't look like Shedeur. Then you get to the Saints, who drafted Tyler Shuck, who is 26 years old. Not trying to age.
And I am.
But he's 26. He was in college for 7. He was the same draft class as not same recruiting class as Trevor Lawrence. He was the backup to Justin Herbert at Oregon. Like, he played in college for that long. Trevor Lawrence is on his second contract in the NFL right now. And Tyler Shucks.
We was in college with the nigga
at the same time.
We didn't graduate. We weren't late graduation ass niggas.
Hold on, actually, I'm gonna look right. I'm gonna look right now. Actually,
I know Jax graduated in the 4. The fuck is y'all talking about? I know that nigga
because he played at Texas Tech. Did we watch him play? We might have seen him play.
That nigga might have been. Yeah, because that nigga was pre-COVID. That nigga was pre-COVID.
He went to Oregon, then he went to take. Like, we might have watched him play against.
Oh God, we probably did.
Like, but anyway, but yeah, he was in college for like 7 years. He suffered like a season-ending injury in every single year. Blah blah blah. But he looks the part. You know, he's tall, he's strong-armed, he can move, even though he doesn't move because he's always hurt. And then after that, I believe, like, who else got? I think Jalen Milroe got drafted, and I was like, okay, I can see why somebody would want Milroe because, you know, he's all athlete, and if you can make something about that, it'll be awesome. Oh, but God, then you get Dylan Gabriel, the Cleveland Browns. Like, before, I was like, everybody was like, oh my gosh, this is a conspiracy, and I was like, in my head, I was like, no, because I could, like I was pointing out, I could see reasons why all of those other quarterbacks were picked before Shedeur. Like, I wouldn't have done it, but I could see why. And then it got to Dylan Gabriel, who's the Oregon quarterback, who like 5'10", 180 pounds. He got a decent arm, nothing too crazy. He's an athlete, good enough for like college, but not NFL wise as an athlete. And it's just like, I see him getting drafted, and I'm like, okay, maybe it is a conspiracy because this not making no type of sense at all. And then it gets even more confusing because the Browns are who drafted Dylan Gabriel, and then the Browns came back and drafted Shedeur, like I think the next round because Gabriel was a 4th round pick. So it's just like none of this. No.
Gabriel was a 3rd rounder.
Oh, he was 3rd? I thought he got drafted.
He was today. A 3rd. No, he got drafted yesterday.
Oh, okay.
He got drafted yesterday. It was a late 3rd. It might as well be a 4th. I don't know. Late 3rd round, and then a whole round went by because Shedeur didn't get drafted in the 4th, and then he finally got drafted in the 5th. Keep in mind, the Browns traded up to get both players. They traded up to get Dylan Gabriel, and they traded up to get Shedeur.
Like, that just makes no sense. Like, the Browns quarterback room now consists of Bill Cosby. Deshaun Watson. This is Deshaun Watson, Joe Flacco, Kenny Pickett, Dylan Gabriel, and SHEDEUR Sanders. Like, what is the reason for 5 quarterbacks? Like, not all of them are going to make that roster. Deshaun Watson will be on that roster just because that's just how the cap situation is. Joe Flacco, I guess he's going to be on that roster. Maybe. Kenny Pickett, they traded for this offseason, meaning they wait to draft capital to get Kenny Pickett. So, like, will he still be on the roster? I don't know. Then you have Dylan Gabriel, who you spend a 3rd rounder on. You're not just going to cut that because that's like, why would you waste that pick? Then you got SHEDEUR, who
you traded up for all of these picks. You traded up for all of these. You overdid every pick. Every person that's there, you overpaid for Deshaun Watson. I don't know how much you did for Joe Flacco, so I'll leave that nigga alone. You went out and probably overpaid for Kenny Pickett. You just traded up to get Allen Brooks.
Pickett is overpaying for Kenny Pickett.
Exactly. And it's just like, what are you doing? Like, is it one of those things where you're trying to like, it's just like, You remember when a Popeye's chicken sandwich came the second go round, and niggas started going OD and started mass like collecting them shits, like mass buying them, and then like sitting out in the street, just like, hey, I got them. I'm upcharging. I know you want the sandwich, but I know you don't want to wait in line for it. Fuck it. You want Dylan? You want Sheuder? Hey, let's talk. I don't get what the fuck's going on. Now, I will say, and we'll talk about some other things that happened in the draft for sure. Because of course you said Jackson Dart, you know, the Giants thing, like that's just a Daniel Jones 2.0. Because I'm be honest with you, I don't know who else was checking for Jackson Dart in the first round.
And the Giants traded just to get him.
Just like you did Daniel Jones. Like if you wanted Jackson Dart, you did not have to trade up.
Actually, I don't have to trade up. But real fast, since you brought up Jackson Dart, I don't know if you've seen some of his highlights.
No. You talking about collegiate?
Yeah.
No, I haven't.
Okay. Well, this is Jackson. This is Jackson Dart. This is his end of a game against I can't remember what school. Against Ole Miss. Or rather, against Florida. He's a quarterback for Ole Miss. You can see my screen, right?
Yeah, I can. Go ahead, blow it up, though.
All right, it'll probably get bigger when I press play. But this is just Jackson. I just want you to just watch this. In the game situation, he throws the pick with 90 seconds left, and he's like, "Oh dang, I think we lost the game." He throws another pick. Oh, dang, I think we lost the game. That pick was called out for the penalty. So thank God. Whew. One final play. Throws another interception to lose the game. This is who gets drafted. This is who gets drafted before Sheuder.
Look, I'm not going to lie. I like what I saw better than that NFL combine of Tyler Shuck. I will say that shit right there, that looked like that All-American TV show kind of throw. That's the throw we be talking about, where it's like, yo, them British Americans or those British that become American.
They never threw football before. They don't know what it is. They don't know how to do it.
That's what that shit look like. So when we say people like, okay, the Giants got Jackson Dart, I don't agree with, you know, what the New Orleans Saints did with Tyler Shuck, but at the same time, you know, they grabbed a quarterback. The New Orleans Saints, yo, shout out to the fans, because these niggas was talking crazy. He was like, we did not survive Katrina for this. I was like, you have a lot of points.
They were on his dog and everything. They wanted to do. I can't say the word, but they wanted to do stuff to the owner too. I was just like, bro, they're going crazy. They was like, man, when she got robbed, they should have, you know. I was like,
they going insane. So I get it. He said, Lord, what did I do to deserve this? I'm like, yeah, I see what's going on.
Saints fans are the funniest fans on the internet. The Saints fans are the funniest fans on the internet, bro.
So you did that. Cleveland did what they did. And even the Seahawks did what they did with Jalen Milroe or whatever. At least, at bare minimum, although I don't agree with those picks, they can hang their hat on, okay, we grabbed a quarterback. We at least grabbed a quarterback within those first 5-ish rounds, 5-ish rounds.
Yeah.
For you to be the Pittsburgh Steelers and have a first-round draft pick in 21, shit, even if you would have gotten Jackson Dart, I would have disagreed, but I'm like, all right, nigga, at least you got something. You refuse to just get any quarterback.
No, they got a quarterback. They got Will Howard out of Ohio State at the end, which is like, he wasn't, no, nigga, like, what the fuck are we doing? No, it's not the answer.
Like, you picked the nigga that you knew wasn't going to be able to compete with Aaron Rodgers or whoever the fuck you going to bring in. Or Mason Rudolph. Like, it's fucking crazy. But if I'm a Steelers fan, I'm fucking livid. Fucking livid. And not too much on Derek Harmon, because he ain't, or I don't know if his name was Derek, but I know his last name was Harmon. the D tackle that got drafted by the Steelers. You know, not too much on him because I know he's gonna be a good player. Condolences to his mother. I know that his mother passed away the next day. Respect to that.
That's tough though. That's really tough. Like I'm happy his mom got to go and tell his mom, hey, I'm really happy, but that's
like that's a really, and I'm glad he was able to get there enough time and share that moment. That's some real shit right there. Like, but with that being said, it's like that nigga, you didn't want to draft nobody. Like you didn't want to draft
because Shedeur got passed over so many times by so many quarterback needies. Like even Tom Brady and them. Like Brady was with him since high school. Ain't pick him up. I was like, yo,
damn. Like what? But like with the Steelers, because there was a lot of people that was being dumb. There was a lot of people that was talking crazy because they were like, "Oh, okay, like they're not trying to get a quarterback because like who cares that they passed on Shedeur because the next year's draft class, the next year's quarterback class is gonna be stronger than this one." I'm like, yo, let me hold your hand. Let me hold your hand when I say this. This is a fucking Steelers, nigga. These are the fucking. They don't tank.
They're not like they're going to get.
You're not getting Arch Manning, nigga. I don't know who brainwashed you. You're not getting Arch Manning. You're not getting the best quarterback situation possible. You don't trade up. You historically are winning. We hang our hat on Mike Tomlin always continuing to be somebody that never has a losing season, and I don't think it's going to change next season because you upgraded in certain skill positions. You're cooked, nigga. You're cooked. Look, I don't care how good your defense is. You're cooked. You're cooked. You don't have a quarterback.
Everybody's assuming Aaron Rodgers is going there. He hasn't signed yet, and he's been for months.
What if a nigga retire? What if the nigga retire?
Literally, he said he's considering it, and I hope he does.
A happy day for us. A happy day for us, nigga. A happy day for us, but nigga, like, I would be so pissed.
Like when I think of the Steelers, I normally think of like a franchise that makes like smart moves. I just feel like Shedeur, even if because a lot of people had issues with Shedeur as far as his potential, as far as his ceiling, because they're like, oh, he's not the greatest athlete. He don't got like a super duper strong arm. They're like, he really only went with the mental side. He might not do nothing like too crazy in the NFL. And it's just like, honestly, if the Steelers just get them a competent quarterback, that's fine. That's fine because like their skill positions are pretty much set. I know they got running back Caleb Johnson from Iowa, who's probably gonna be pretty good for them. They needed a new running back. Then they got DK and George Pickens, who are monsters on the outside, and their defense is the Steelers. Their defense is always good, and they're going to continue to be good. So it's just like, just get you a competent quarterback in there, and they could have had one with Shedeur, yet they just kept going these other directions, and it truly like, I'm just very, very surprised. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, they had they had memes of Mel Kiper and Kente Cloth. They had that nigga saying he finna be on live with Dr. Umar. That nigga was like, hey, what the fuck is going on? I've never seen Mel Kiper.
It really felt like it really felt like they were doing him like Kaepernick, which is like, it's not
crazy.
Like that's not something you normally say because Kaepernick, like, with his situation, it was obvious they were blackballing him because he took a stance against for like social justice and things like that. So like you could see the concrete reason. Like I didn't agree with the NFL with it at all by any means, but you can see the reason of why they wanted to blackball Kaepernick. With Shedeur, what is he just arrogant? Ooh, there's plenty of arrogant people. So it just blew my mind.
It left a bad taste in a lot of people's mouth. Like it was like, bro, what are we doing? And like I don't really agree with a lot about what Shady McCoy says in real life. Like I don't really listen to this nigga in all sincerity. But he did bring up like good points when it was like, okay, like we don't want what he said. I don't trust anybody that says like we're concerned about, distractions in the locker room or locker room distractions. He was like, if you're an NFL football player, that's been in a real NFL locker room. What kind of distraction? Like what the fuck is a distraction? There is no real distractions in NFL locker. That's not a real thing. That's just shit niggas just be saying. He was like, there's only two situations where you could justify a locker room distraction. He brought up Colin Kaepernick, which is like like that was just some life-changing thing. You know, that was a cultural thing.
Yeah.
You could get that. He was like, and the other one was Michael Sam, for obvious reasons of him being the first openly gay football player. People still on the fence. You still had, Gary Payton ass niggas vocally talking crazy. If you know, you know. So outside of that, who the fuck? What kind of locker room distractions are we talking about? Like that's not a real thing. And it's like, yo, like niggas just saying anything. I'm not saying that SHEDEUR Sanders handled the situation perfectly and did all the right things that everybody wanted him to do. But to sit here and act like him sliding all the way down to the 5th round was strictly football, or he's not good enough, or the X's and O's. No, nigga. That shit flew out the window after the first round. You could only justify that for first round stuff. Like, like you didn't think he was good enough to be a first round talent. After that, nigga.
Because he's clearly, if he no later than third. Dylan Gabriel should not have went before him, but neither here nor there. The Browns are idiots, double way. But you sort of spoke on real fast of how you were like, you don't know if SHEDEUR did everything the right way, and I saw a couple of tweets talking about it, and they say like SHEDEUR, he turned down a lot of his chances to work out in front of scouts because he didn't do the Senior Bowl or the Big 12 Pro Day or the Combine. He didn't throw. And then he only chose what teams he would have meetings with. He didn't test at all. And like maybe that just shows he sort of like misvalued himself as far as his stock. So maybe that could have contributed to it. But it's just like still, man, the feeling is there.
That's a two-way street too. Because I feel like that's a two-way street when it comes to like overvaluing yourself. Because if you're getting a draft grade of you're a first round grade, or you're a first round this, or you are like up there. You may not be better than Cam Ward, but everybody's saying that you damn near clear Jackson Dart. When you feel like you're a top 10 pick, you think Cam Newton was talking to all 32? He wasn't. None of them top draft shit. As much as I talk about Bo Nix, I'm almost for certain Bo Nix was not out here talking to all 32. He wasn't talking to the Cowboys because he knew them niggas was not finna get a quarterback. I'm not expecting him to have real draft interviews with the Seattle Seahawks. I'm gonna be honest with you. You already have Sam Darnold. I was surprised he even got Jalen Milroe. But it's like, okay. And when people already don't like you, they don't give you the benefit of the doubt anyway. So when they talk about the Pro Bowl, they'll never bring up, or not the Pro Bowl, the Senior Bowl. They'll never talk about the bowl that he actually went to. I think it was the Shrine Bowl. And they'll never dig into the weeds that's an HBCU heavy bowl game for HBCU athletes, and that he understood that by him going there, it's in his backyard, Dallas, that TV cameras are going to be there and it's going to show light to other athletes. When he doesn't do things at the Combine, you already know how my stance is about the Combine versus the Pro Day. I think you should just pick one and roll with it. I felt like doing a pro day was going to be even better if you're a high caliber athlete anyway, because it gives you a chance for scouts to see your other teammates. But you're not going to get the benefit of the doubt when they don't already like you. They're just going to twist the narrative. He was just too arrogant. He didn't want to go to this. He didn't want to go to that. But there's reasons for why he did it. Now, if you agree or disagree with that, that's up to you. But they'll paint it how they want to paint it because they don't like not only him, they don't like his father either. It's a weird situation going on, but it's neither here nor there. He's a 5th round quarterback. He's in a situation where, although I don't like the situation in Cleveland, he's in a situation where he can battle for the starting spot, which I was scared was not going to be a reality for him being a day 3. I was like, damn, like he might be in a situation where this is a solidified one. And it would take a catastrophic injury for him to get on the field. But, he has ample opportunity to show he's way better than Dylan. And he's better than Deshaun. Like he has the opportunities and skills. So we'll see how it goes. But it was bullshit from day one. It was bullshit. It was bullshit.
Nah, I ain't never seen nothing like that. Like maybe 2 months ago, people were saying, "Oh, he could go as high as second overall," and then he gets picked 142 picks later. So
you know what's crazy? Cleveland. It's like Cleveland had a decent draft, but at the same time, like you had the opportunity. They had the opportunity to draft Travis Hunter and Shedeur. You had the opportunity to draft both of them niggas the way things turned out, but that's neither here nor there. That's our Shedeur rant. Because there's a lot more things we want to talk about, like the rest of the NFL draft. I did not like, and I understand it. I understand it's television, and I work in television, so I get it. But it's like, damn, I don't like when things just get revolved around just one thing. Like, yes, Shedeur was a heavy conversation piece, but man, I just wanted him to get drafted because there was a lot of things to be excited for. A lot of teams did some really good things this go around. So this next segment, we're going to highlight who we thought our top 2 to top 3, draft classes that we found like, okay, we liked them. I don't know if you have your list ready or if you want me to go first or you go first. It doesn't matter.
I'll go ahead and go first. One team, or it's a couple teams. It was some really good drafting teams this year.
Absolutely.
But I was going to highlight the Ravens, but the Ravens always draft well. So I want to talk about like the Texans. They was Nick Caserio, I believe that's his name, the GM. He was in his bag, bro. Like I think they traded out of the first round, and normally I don't really like when teams do that because I'm just like, bro, you missed out on the first round talent. But they just was moving up and down and left and right in the draft. They traded so many picks and got so much stuff back. A position they need. They got since they traded out the first round, they end up getting the 34th overall pick, and they drafted Jaden Higgins, who's a big body receiver, which is something I think he's like the same exact size as Nico Collins. So another weapon for CJ Stroud. It's awesome. Then a couple picks later, they got a tackle, which is something they need because they traded Tunsil. Then they got another receiver who's a smaller guy, which they need receiver help. I like those picks, as well as they got a running back from USC, Woody Marks. I liked him. I saw a couple USC games, and I actually did like him a lot. So I thought they had a really good draft, and that was just like a master class in managing draft capital. The way the GM was moving up and down and all that. So it was impressive to see. It's refreshing, as a Cowboys fan. We don't normally see stuff like
that. Oh man, that's real. One of my favorite draft classes was the New England Patriots and what they did this draft. All 3 days they did, I think, a really outstanding job. I would have gave them an A+. Starting with Will Campbell, I'm just very high on him. I like his demeanor. I like everything about him. I think he's going to be an impact player. And, white heavy-set white men that, are in the trenches, I like that guy. You know what I mean? I like those kind of players. And then you pair it up getting running back Travion Henderson from Ohio State. I like that pick for them. I think that's I think they're going to help, Drake May out a lot with an established run game. Kyle Williams, a wide receiver that they got, and then
I really wish the Cowboys got Kyle Williams, bro. I think he's gonna be so good, bro. I think he's gonna be so good.
Really good. That's a great weapon. And then they grabbed the center Jared Wilson. I don't know. I didn't know too much about him, but I can trust somebody from Georgia if we're talking about the trenches. So I think that is a good pick. I don't think you can go wrong with that. I can just see the vision of what the Patriots are trying to go to, and I think they're really setting up Drake May up for success. It'll just be up to Drake May if he develops or if he's that guy or not. But they got the frame structure and infrastructure on top of whatever they already have there as weapons. I forgot who their main target was last year, but shit, fuck it. I don't know. I know they had Ramondre Stevenson at running back, but I don't know who their wideouts were.
I don't think they actually had a main guy. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah, so yeah, I think if you're a Patriots fan, I don't think there's anything to really complain about. Wait, Stephon Diggs is a Patriot.
Oh yeah, he signed with them in the offseason.
Okay.
I remember.
Oh shit, yeah. Hey, yeah, man, they're gonna be fine. They're gonna. Hey, you gonna find out if Drake May is good or not this year or not. You gonna find out. You gonna find out for sure. But Jax, what's another team you had?
The Chiefs had a very strong draft as well because they attacked positions of need and with all like good players because they had the 32nd pick because they swapped with the Eagles or whatever, and they got Josh Simmons or Simons. I'm not sure how to say his name, but he was a tackle for Ohio State. People were talking about him like they were at the start of the season. They were like, "Oh man, he's gonna go top 5 because he's that good," and then he tore his ACL, and that sort of brought he didn't tear his ACL. He I think it was something with his patella, so it was a little bit different, a little bit more scary of an injury. So that's why he fell to 32nd. But if he gets right, that's Mahomes finally got him a lineman. He finally got somebody that can protect him. Then they got another DT, Omar Norman Lott out of Tennessee. He's gonna pair well with Chris Jones, so that's gonna help. They got Jalen Royals, who I think in the fifth, he was picked 133. I think that's 5th round. But he's from Utah State. He's actually really, really good. Like I watched his highlights. I was like, dang, it'd be nice if he could go to Dallas, you know. So I'm really high on him as well. And then their last pick was a running back from SMU, Bashard Smith. I watched him as well because SMU ended up getting to the playoffs or whatever. And he was, I think he's going to be perfect for them because he was a running back, but before he became a running back, he was a receiver. And he is like one of them fast type, change of pace type running backs, and that's going to just pair perfectly with Patrick Mahomes and them. So I was like, man, they got them a solid draft class. So it's just like the rich keep getting richer.
Absolutely. Yeah. You can still hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, bad. It was going crazy, but yeah, I like everything about that, and you can tell who's a competent organization and who's not. You know what I mean? And you can say and you can tell who's trying to change their ways too. That's why the next team I want to talk about is the Las Vegas Raiders. I think they had a solid draft as well. Starting it off strong, having a replacement for Josh Jacobs that they got rid of, and going straight to Ashton Genty.
He's going to be a monster. He's going to be a monster.
He's going to be so good, Jax. They got Jack Beck, a wide receiver out of TCU. That's just more weapons because they literally was living and dying by Jacoby Myers. They got Darian Porter, an offensive guard, and Caleb Rogers, and an offensive tackle from Charles Grant. Like I said, I see the vision of them trying to establish that run game, getting another wide receiver on top of that, having Geno Smith as a quarterback, so you have some veteran. You have somebody there that's not born yesterday, and then you already have Jacoby Myers and you have Ashton Genty. I think they're going to be fine. Now they're in the same division as the Chiefs, so that's always going to be difficult. And now Denver acting like they want to be good now, so I mean it's going to be interesting seeing that the Chargers, the Broncos, the Chiefs, and now the Raiders. So that's an uphill battle for sure. But your defense is still intact. I think you got Max Crosby and you got some other pieces. I like what's going on. They may not be immediately good, or maybe they will. Like maybe I need to stop downplaying it because every time everybody's one piece away, and all of a sudden you go to conference championships and shit. So maybe, who knows? But I like how they did. They got an A+ out of me, at least for this draft. Now how that translates, I don't know, but they there. Did you have anybody else?
The only other team, I don't even really want to talk about them for real, but it's like the Eagles because they just did some Eagles shit, bro. Like they just piss me off, bro. Howie Roseman, he's too good. I hate him. He's too good at his job, bro. And it's just like, and also the NFL, everybody else is bad at their job because they let Jihad Campbell, who's like a consensus top 10 talent, drop all the way to pick 31, where the Eagles picked up. Then they got a safety from Texas, Andrew McCuba. I liked him a whole because I watched Texas a whole lot during the season. I was like, bro, this nigga, he's small, he's skinny, but he knocked niggas out, and he can catch too. He caught like 5-6 picks last season. Cause I was just like, damn, he's a monster. And then their third round pick was Ty Robinson, and I know him because I was watching the Colorado-Nebraska game, and I was just like, who is this 6'6" white man fucking everything up? And it's Ty Robinson. I'm just like, damn. The Eagles just keep growing their defense, keep getting stronger. Then towards the back half of the draft, they got some offensive tackles and other offensive linemen. They're just gonna rotate them in like they always do because they just I don't know. They just build they're just a very well built team, and they just keep doing it. And it's just like, damn, bro. It feels like they're not gonna have any weaknesses for another year. That's just annoying, but they had a really good draft class.
Oh man, and some quick hitters for me. Like I'll mention Green Bay because I'm just very high on Matthew Golden. The Green Bay Packers are not known for drafting wide receivers in the first round. I think it was like 20 plus years since that's happened.
I think
there was like some random
since like 2002, which is
it was just like so they were just like, bro, go. Everybody in Lambeau Field was, bro, go get him. Go get that. He was like, yo, if y'all get some boring ass offensive guard like y'all always do, I'm finna fucking scream. So when they finally got Matthew Golden, the whole crowd went crazy.
Yeah.
Matthew Golden, but on top of that, they had Savion Williams from TCU. I don't know too much about him, but there's another wide receiver that you can.
He's like Cordero. He's like a faster Cordero Patterson. Because like they might use him at running back or receiver, so like he could be. And they got who's their coach? Is it Matt or Mike? Coach LaFleur. I don't remember. It's either Matt LaFleur or Mike LaFleur. Oh, Matt LaFleur.
It's Matt.
Yeah, he's a creative play caller, so he's going to use that. He's going to use him well.
Yeah, already like you already had a decent wide receiver room to begin with. That add Matthew Golden, they're going to be good. Shout out to the defense that the Cardinals got out of Will Johnson, if I'm not mistaken. And I think they got another cornerback. I don't want to shout out the Giants, but I am unfortunately a fan of Scatterbo, the running back. I am a fan of that man. I am a fan of him.
I do not like him. I don't like him.
I mean, I think he has a short shelf life. I think that nigga runs like he's only going to be in the league for about 3 or 4 years.
I don't think.
But I also felt the same way. Also felt the same way about Zeke. I said the way that nigga runs, he's not going to be as dominant for a long period of time.
But hey, when Zeke was dominant, and
he just consistently every year, it's going to take a toll on the nigga body, but it is what it is.
He was running.
He was one of them ones, I ain't gonna hold you.
Was that everything we had to say about the draft?
Yeah, for as far as the draft, I think that's all we had. I don't think there was anything else that we needed to point out. Shout out to Travis Hunter, going back home in his home state.
I know he happy to not be in Cleveland. I know he happy to not.
Yeah, I know that nigga. I know that nigga happy as hell. I know he ready for X, Y, and Z. Also, my fault. We're doing things out of order.
We do not care.
Yeah, we ain't forget. Yeah, we don't care about Shannon Sharpe. But since we're talking about Travis Hunter, let it be known, my nigga. Sometimes you should take your own advice. All that big broing you was doing for Travis Hunter and his girl should have applied it to your own situation, my nigga. You out here, you better watch them. You better watch the women that's trying to shake you down. Now look at you out here salsa dancing. Fuck out of here, nigga.
There's so many things I want to say about Shannon Sharpe, but none of them are kind. None of them are nice things to say, so I can't say them. But Shannon just,
go ahead, man. Ain't nobody
stopping. Yeah, tighten up, man. That's all I got to say. Just tighten up, Shannon. Goodness gracious.
You already said it. You already said it best. The nigga move like he 25.
Bro, like
he move like an old ass 25-year-old. That's what you said. And I agree. I co-sign.
You know, I got more things to say. You know, I'll save it for later. But it's the playoffs, Greg. It's the NBA playoffs at that. So we should go ahead and talk about that. But first things first, some NBA awards have been released. So starting with Defensive Player of the Year, our long national nightmare is over. Draymond Green did not win Defensive Player of the Year. Praise God.
Praise God.
Evan Mobley, well deserving, and he did win that award. So shout out to Evan Mobley.
To the guy.
Jalen Brunson, he won the Clutch Player of the Year award.
I really
don't know what that award is. I don't know what that means, but shout out to Jalen Brunson.
God.
Greg, what the fuck is the Hustle Award?
We do not care.
I don't give a fuck what it is, honestly.
All right.
I think it's a defensive participation award. I think it's a defensive participation award.
Well, we'll never know because who gives a fuck? We're never gonna talk about that bitch again.
It sounds like one of them. It sounds like one of them awards that they give the niggas that got asthma. Like you tried, my nigga.
As a nigga who has asthma, I didn't appreciate that comment.
Well, nigga, I do too. So now what? Now what, nigga?
Now we just both
in the same spot. Real talk.
But moving on from those awards, also before we get straight to the playoff, before we get to that though, an anonymous NBA player poll was released, and those are one of our favorite things to see because
I love that.
It's funny to hear people talk shit about their coworkers because that's essentially what they're doing.
Yeah, nigga, we messy.
Stop it. I don't like this picture of Adam Silver. I'm going to continue to scroll. But like we said, the anonymous player poll was released, and they asked various questions, such as, and these are all players are voting on this thing. So they asked, who do you think should be the MVP? 56% said Shea, Gilgeous-Alexander. 37% said Jokic, and then Giannis, Donovan Mitchell, and LeBron each got some votes. So hopefully SGA wins. But who is the league's most overrated player? There's a lot of votes. There's a lot of votes for.
Hey, hold on, nigga.
No one reached the NBA. But now 14%, the highest vote getter was Tyrese Halliburton. Then Rudy Gobert got 10%. Trae Young got 9%. Jimmy got 5.5%. Bradley Beal 4.4%. Draymond 4.4%. Ja got some votes. Julius Randle, Embiid, Giannis, blah blah blah. Tyler Hero, I'm glad he's on this list. This nigga's overrated. Kyle Kuzma's on this list. I don't know who overrates him. I feel like most people.
I'll be honest with you. I don't know who overrates Dylan Brooks.
Dylan Brooks on this list.
I don't know why. I don't think niggas particularly like the nigga.
I don't think people overrate Julius Randle either. Actually,
I don't know.
But
Absolutely.
The top three though, let's talk about it because I'm a Tyrese. Like, I understand why people hate Rudy Gobert because of COVID and he keeps winning these awards and getting paid. So I get why people don't like Rudy Gobert. But I've never understood the Trae Young hate. I've never understood it. Trae Young is a good basketball player. It's just never made sense to me.
He's small and he's light skinned. He's small and he's light skinned. Huh?
Still. Ooh. Okay. He's still good. Steph Curry's small and light skinned.
No, I'm like, look at the top three niggas on the list and tell me what they have in common.
They got a different grade of hair than us. That's not. They don't got the 4C.
Exactly. You know what I mean? Like, let's be honest. Let's be honest with each other, man. Like,
and really, you can extend it to 4. You can extend it to 4 because Jimmy Butler be putting in that wavy Brazilian in his hair too.
Or he be straight ironing this shit when you want to go golf. You don't have your first like, 4C nigga to about Bradley Beal and Draymond Green.
Yeah.
And you know why them niggas is where they went.
Exactly.
But like that's what I'm saying. Like, I can understand Rudy, even though he's not a horrible player, but I understand, media driven hate. Tyrese, he just had a bad 6 months during, like, I don't know if it was this year or last year, and they have not been able to let that shit go. Because he started off He started off super hot, and they were like, this nigga finna go crazy. He had that 6-month slump, and they was like, y'all was overhyping that dumbass nigga, and then they just never watched another Pacers game because it's the fucking Pacers, and they didn't see how this nigga revived his shit. That's the problem.
And then one thing I know people be getting mad at Tyrese Halliburton because they see him as like sort of a front runner because they're like, man, because he be talking shit sometimes, but he never do it. People be like, oh, they're like, oh, I've never seen Tyrese open his mouth when they don't have a lead, and that's a valid criticism. Not gonna hold you. That's valid.
But answer this question though. Name me a dark skinned front runner though. Every nigga that you hear as a front runner, they be saying, "Oh, Steph Curry be front running like a motherfucker. Tyrese be front running like a motherfucker. Oh my God, Devin Booker is such a fucking front runner. That nigga only talk when he up."
Is it colorism? Is it light skin? Is it light skin bias or whatever?
I'm just saying, like, I'm not saying that niggas is not front running, but I'm just like, damn, you telling me it's only light complected niggas? Like, there's not a dark skinned nigga that's front. Is there? I'm genuinely asking.
I don't know. I don't be paying attention to this nigga like
Is it just not in the dark skinned nigga jeans to front run? I'm trying to figure it out.
I never noticed this trend. I never noticed. I'm gonna start paying attention to it now.
And you know I hate light skinned niggas for real, but like, come on now. Don't make me defend biracial niggas right now. I'm trying to figure this out. I'm trying to get to the bottom of it.
But we go on to the league's most underrated player. In Cade Cunningham, he got the most votes, followed by Derek White, Norman Powell, Austin Reeves, Drew Holiday. Triple J's on the list as well. Lou Dort, Trey Murphy III, who we both love, is on this as well. Peyton Pritchard, he also won 6th Man of the Year. I don't know if I said that earlier, but shout out to him.
Shout out to that man.
Cason Wallace, Aaron Wiggins, Jalen Woods, the Thunder.
Nigga, it's okay. Thunder, nigga.
Which is valid because I think Cason Wallace and Aaron Wiggins can be all-star. I think Cason Wallace is really, really, really good, bro. Like he's going to be an all-star if he gets on another team. He just can't do it right now because he got 2 away.
That's real. How the nigga? Pause. How a nigga underrated and overrated?
Who?
How is Tyler Hero overrated and underrated?
White privilege.
Make it make sense, nigga. This nigga on the poll twice. Get him out of here.
Well, shout out to Thompson. He on the list.
Shout out to
Najee. He was putting up numbers for the Mavs after everybody else on the team passed away.
And shout out to Dyson Daniels.
Honestly, he didn't win Depoy this year, but I think this whole like 3 steals a game thing. Yeah, I think this whole like 3 steals a game thing. I think he's just gonna keep doing that. Like whatever it is, he figured out the code, and he's just gonna keep stealing the ball from everybody because I think he's cold.
I think that nigga's a cheat code too.
And shout out Derek White. I really like Derek White too. He don't get. I feel like he don't get the respect he deserves because everyone in Celtics is disgustingly cold. But Derek White is nice.
Now there's an inverse of that. Of what do y'all think is the league's worst organization? And that's what I really want to get into.
Yes, sir. So Charlotte Hornets got 38.1% of the vote.
Shout out to Michael Jordan.
Then Washington Wizards, they got 20%. The Pelicans, 12%. The Kings, 9%. The Sixers, 5%. Mavs, 4%. And then the Bulls, the Knicks, the Grizzlies, and the Jazz also got votes. I think we can both agree that it's probably the Hornets who have the worst organization in the league because it's been years and they're the same exact picture. It's been years. I don't know what to say. To be completely honest, it makes no sense to me why the Hornets are as bad as they are. Just truly.
Be honest with you. The Memphis Grizzlies is on this list, and I'm not saying that they're the best, but the fact that the Grizzlies are here and I don't see the Phoenix Suns is very troubling. I don't think the players is tapped in. I don't think the players is tapped in for real. This is not.
They like what the Suns are doing because they're like, hey, you can just go there, get paid a lot, and not have to move, not have to get traded because that's what Bradley Beal. They're like, hey, I like what Brad Beal is doing over there. I want to do something like that. So that's
And
probably
niggas gonna find out real quick. They is not Bradley Bill. Niggas gonna find out real quick. No, nigga. There's only one Bradley Bill. Only Bradley Bill can do shit like this, nigga. This is
And the Suns don't even want him to be doing this shit like this. He just his agent was just that good.
That nigga's so cold. That's why the Wizards is up so far, because they're like, damn, you the reason why. You the reason why for this fucking mess. I get it. But yeah, Charlotte Hornets.
I do think the Wizards are going to be good next year. Hot take.
Yeah, they have a good. I like Bub Carrington and all them guys up there. Like, they're gonna be good. Chris Middleton hates the shit, but you know, sacrifice, sacrifice, nigga. Take one for the team, fuck, nigga.
You already made like $100 million. Yeah, get over it.
Yeah, get over it, nigga.
I guess these are the last few questions, or maybe not. I just don't feel like continuing to scroll, but we'll make this the last one. Aside from our own current coach, who's the best coach in the league, Mark Daigneault of the Thunder, leading with 22%. Kenny Atkinson with the Cavs, 14%. Eric Spoelstra, 14%. Missoula, 12%. Ty Lue. Shout out Ty Lue. He's really good. I feel like
shout out to Ty Lue. Very consistent.
You said what?
Very consistent.
Yeah.
Very consistent as a coach.
Yeah. And then Steve Kerr here.
Shout out to JB still being up here. You know, a lot of people don't bounce back.
They tried to Cleveland. You tried to ruin JB, bro.
You know what I'm saying, like, not a lot of coaches can say they can bounce back the next year,
yeah,
and still, you know, be one of them niggas. You know what I mean? In a perfect scenario, in a perfect world, I'm not gonna lie to you, I would love Eastern Conference championship that has the Pistons versus the Cavaliers. You know what I mean? I would love for JB to get they ones for real. I would love JB to get their lick back for real, but I don't think that's going to happen because I don't think they're going to make it all the way to the conference finals. That would have been cool if it was a second round matchup. That would have been a lot more believable, but that is what it is. But man, shout out to them. Shout out to the coaches.
I unshared my screen. I'm gonna share it one more time because we gotta do the inverse of that. Who do you think is the worst coach in the league? Sorry about that.
Hey, who the fuck is that? Brian Keefe.
I don't know. I was going to ask you. I'm Googling it. They have Brian Keefe as the number one. The Wizards head coach. Never knew.
Damn.
Well, he's the lead vote getter at 25%. Mike Budenholzer with 18%.
Damn. And they say outside from your own current coach, so that means the Suns couldn't vote for this.
Yeah.
This must be a play. Hey, this must be Giannis times 7. This must be Giannis, nigga.
I don't even think Bud's a bad coach. He's just in a bad situation. But then you got Doc Rivers, who's third. Charles Lee, who's the coach of the Hornets. I don't think he's bad. He's just like, I think the team is just cursed. You got Nick Nurse there, Tom Thibodeau.
Oh my God, Mike Malone.
Hey, that was Nuggets players. You're not supposed to vote for your coach, but I'm still Nuggets players. That's why he's not there no more.
That nigga Michael Porter Jr. just found a way.
He got John Tate to vote from jail.
Oh God. That's real.
It might be that time.
There ain't no Mike. It is that time. It's a hot take of the week, Jax. Do you have one?
I have many things to say, but yes, I do have my hot take. All right, my hot take, that shouldn't be a hot take, but it's just maybe a refresher to you niggas. Like, old niggas, it's okay to be old, bro. It's okay to be ain't nothing wrong with that. Like, now you trying to be cool to the young people. You trying to be hip with all the young people, and now you out in the middle of, you got all your business out on Front Street now because you're trying to do too much. Like, you're supposed to be old. You're supposed to be a OG, a unk, or what have you. You're supposed to be one of them. You're supposed to move with a certain level of like respectability, a certain level of maturity. You shouldn't be doing a lot of these things that a lot of you niggas are getting caught up with. And if you're wondering if this is related to the Shannon Sharpe situation, obviously, because it's just like, dog, stop trying to be down with all the young people. Stop trying to be cool with the young. Be old. Be respected. Like, this is why there's not a lot of guidance in our community, just in general today, because all these old people trying to still be hip, trying to still be keeping up with the young people in the young times. Like, no, bro, Do you. Be old. It's okay. Just accept your age and act your age for the love of God. And that's my hot take.
Amen. Wise words from a real nigga. He once said, "We not your little niggas. We're not your little niggas. I want to respect you, but I can't. I want to respect you, but I can't. You freaky frogs. Y'all are freaked out. I want y'all to stop. I would like for y'all to stop. I don't want to know what's going on. That's a
Like,
good hot take.
all the stuff we know, we shouldn't be knowing all these things about you people, but we do, and it's upsetting me.
It's hurting me. I don't want to see none of this shit. And it being public, no, we should abolish it. God. I'm so glad that you said what you said because I remember what my hot take was supposed to be. My hot take that also shouldn't be hot. It shouldn't be hot. Stop bringing up other niggas to justify ain't shit bullshit. Okay? Let niggas be weird. Like, if I say a nigga is weird about something or something happened, I'm like, that's not normal. That's weird. What you niggas try to do is give me an example of another weird nigga doing that same shit. I'm like, yo, he's weird too. It don't change what I gotta say. If I say Uncle Shannon, freaky frog Shannon, is being weird, being that goddamn old, talking to, talking to a younger woman in her early
a teenager. 20s. No, a teenager.
A 19-year-old. A teenager. I'm not trying to hear you say, oh my God, like, where was this energy for Leonardo DiCaprio? That nigga weird too. And
that doesn't make it okay.
Like, what are we talking about? Or they'll be the same niggas that talk about like it's legal. There's a lot of legal shit that's still weird, nigga. Or they'll be like, or my favorite one. Oh yeah, these women out here talking about X, Y, and Z. They don't never bring up Bill Belichick. What bitch know who Bill Belichick is? I'm sorry.
And regardless, it's still weird.
I'm not expecting no shorty outside of the New England area to know who the fuck Bill Belichick is on top of who Bill Belichick is dating. Everybody's talking about Shannon Sharpe because that nigga culturally is just more popular and hits more of the demographic that we talk. Of course, niggas gonna talk about a male and a female. So why are you bringing up fuck nigga shit right now? No.
And to be completely honest, niggas were talking about Bill Belichick too. So like, what do you even say?
Niggas that's in the community, if you listen to this podcast, we made thumbnails about this nigga. We made episodes about this nigga. We have live reactions to this nigga walking in and out of his house on some fucking DoorDash cam. Nigga, we been tapped in.
Shirtless in the winter, nigga.
So don't ever tell me we not tapped in, nigga. Don't ever say no. Stop blaming your lack of an algorithm to dictate what niggas is talking about. We've been talking about certain shit. You just not tapped in. You just not in those fucking circles, and that's okay. Don't generalize it, nigga. And stop with the this is the fake out. No, it's not. If it's weird, it's weird. I call it like I see it with my glasses on. That's the hot take. The nigga's weird.
I do hope the situation gets resolved in the best way possible, whatever that way may be. No idea what that way is, but still.
Also, two things can't be true. Things can't be a shakedown, and you still did some crazy shit.
Yeah.
Just Just because Tony Busby is a part of it, that don't mean I'm dismissing the whole. No, it's a case
Like,
for a reason.
I do think it's a shakedown, but he's also into some in that weird shit because you was having her call you what, nigga? We not doing that, no sir. She was saying all these. Nah.
Come on, let's talk. Hey, I'm here. Hey, exactly. We not going for it.
You too old to be doing. You are too. He's too close to slavery to have been doing stuff like that.
Come on,
like I know. Like his grandparents probably like. I think he said like his grandparents were like some sharecropper type. Like so, exactly. you too close to that to be allowing somebody to say that other stuff to you. So that's nah, bro. I'm off that, bro. Like,
come on, brother. And what the hell? And he was like, yeah, like, and you out here talking about a potential sex tape coming out that's going to show every type of stereotype. There, okay, it's 30 seconds. How many stereotypes was it? And why do I need to see 10 minutes to understand what the fuck's going on? I don't want to see none of it.
At all. At all. At all, nigga.
Don't listen to Anthony Edwards. Don't drop that video. Don't send nothing to me. Don't no. Please. Decorum. The court of public opinion. I'm be honest with you, Jax. The court of public opinion does not matter.
Yeah.
I promise you, it does not matter. Send what you need to send to court. Let them niggas figure this shit out.
Leave us out of it. Everything
out of it.
I should know your name is Shannon Sharpe, and I should know you were a Hall of Fame football player, and I should know you worked at ESPN and FS1. That's all I need to know about Shannon Sharpe.
That's it. Take a page from Joy Taylor, goddammit. She ain't say a goddamn thing.
And
hey,
she moved on with her life perfectly. Or at least from the outside looking in. I don't know, but like,
yes,
that was fine for
niggas
her.
Niggas don't even joke with Emmanuel Acho no more with it no more. You don't even see it no more. And then this nigga going back to
I forgot about the Emmanuel Acho aspect of everything. So it's just like,
you know why? Because he shut the fuck up. They be quiet. Because at the end of the day, if you do drop the video, and a lot of this stuff gonna get edited out anyway, but if you do cut this video out, if you do send the video, that don't change nothing. Niggas that believe you will always gonna believe you. Niggas that always felt like you was gonna do something or you did something, regardless if you was innocent or guilty, they always gonna feel a certain type of way. Just like Chris Brown. Either you believe the nigga or you don't. Either you hate the nigga or you like the nigga. No matter what he does. Yeah. So the court of the public opinion is very overrated. We don't care. What?
We do not care.
I promise we do not care, and you shouldn't either. But that's what happens when you stop acting like an old nigga. You moving like you're 25. Stop thinking. Stop seeking validation. Stop. Jax, any last words?
Hey man, you want to change your life? Go do some life-changing stuff, man. Go outside, go touch some grass. Old niggas be old. It's okay. And go see Sinners if you ain't seen it, because it's a dope movie.
Dope ass movie. I will get in touch with the redacted show, because I do feel like we do need to do a little breakdown on that for sure, because I have opinions there.
They posted their review for it already, which I watched, and then they're doing something special for their 100th episode, so they haven't dropped it just yet. So
all right,
we can tap in with them, see what they're thinking.
Yeah. Let's pick their brain. And as far as for me, I want the podcast to give a happy belated to my brother Jax, man. He celebrated a birthday. He was very low key about it. But I gotta celebrate my guy here, man. I know he went to Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah, that was tough.
I heard that shit was pretty tough in Houston. I think he's in Dallas. I think he's in Dallas right now.
You say what?
I think he's in Dallas tonight or right now. But I heard really good things about it. So, put HBD in the chat, man. and don't be weird. Don't be weird with it either. I hate when y'all niggas say everything except happy birthday. Happy C-Day, cuz. Stop.
I appreciate it. I appreciated G-Day. I appreciated G-Day. I'm not gonna lie.
A C-Day is where I draw the line, though. Like that's crazy, nigga. Please, let's scroll up. Let's scroll up. But without further ado, that is up. One last time, I'm refreshing one more time.
It's still $9.99.
Hey, we spoke this into existence. I ain't gonna lie. He said, "Yeah,
I said on the last episode we're gonna be at $9.99. We at $9.99. Like,
yeah, this is really our fault. This is our fault. All right. Without further ado, we'll catch y'all niggas next week. And bye. See y'all later. Skedaddle.